They stay on the ground. Again, it's Jennings. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Throwing on first down is Manning. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now a carry for Blunt. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Nice. Get up and walk away.
On second down, here's Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Olivier Vernon in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Second down, sacked by the defense. What type of pressure will they bring here on third? We'll see. Shotgun now for Brady. He's got time. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
They upgrade everybody and reset the rosters.
No room to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll go for it. It's Brady. This is caught. It's Julian Edelman. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. And finding Edelman underneath, that's a recipe for success.
Typical route for a good slot receiver, and Edelman's one of the best in the game. Knows how to go inside what one of my college coaches used to call the briar patch. Got to go in there where it's tough and make those tough catches. And not only can he do it, he can often run away from people after the catch.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Olivier Vernon in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
But you didn't though because you put. You can understand.
Brady to throw on second down. Over the middle, Julian Edelman. It's complete.
Partner, we know Julian Edelman's always a big part of the game plan for New England, and it was no different in the Super Bowl. They targeted him 13 times. He only had 5 catches for 87 yards, but did he make the catch of all time in the Super Bowl, that 27-yard juggling, incredible, defying catch?
You know what's impressive is they got that call right on the field.
They did.
When I saw it live on television, you were there in person, I thought, that's not a catch. But then they showed the replay. Unbelievable.
And when the official ran in and was emphatic that it was a catch, I thought he meant interception at first because there were so many red jerseys around Edelman. And as it turned out, they nailed it. Got it right on the field, got it right in replay. And Julian Edelman
looking for Amendola, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now out come the Giants. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious? The window.
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Man, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, the speed that he used to get into the backfield to make the play.
For the Patriots, starting lineup defensively. And one thing that may have been overlooked in the Super Bowl, yes, a rough start for this group, but they pitched a shutout in the end while Tom Brady and company were making that comeback.
They really got their legs under them in the second half, didn't they? Because they really shut them down. And Trey Flowers, defensive lineman, 2.5 sacks. How about the big play by Dante Hightower from his linebacker position when he blitzed Matt Ryan?
Oh, my God.
What the fuck was that, Eli? Here come the Patriots again on offense, the Super Bowl champions, and boy, they have been able to do it. A lot of times, like unsung heroes, haven't they? Look at the names that led them through the playoffs. Hogan, White, Lewis, guys you just wouldn't think of.
And Deion Lewis, a 5th-round pick, 3 touchdowns against Houston in the divisional round. Chris Hogan, undrafted. He ends up having 180 yards in receptions, including 5 plays of 20 yards or more against the Pittsburgh Steelers. And how about James White, a 4th-round pick out of Wisconsin? Think about who he played behind while he was at Wisconsin, and he turns out to be the unsung hero of the Super Bowl. Would have been the MVP if it wasn't for Tom Brady.
And you mentioned James White at Wisconsin. He was behind who? Melvin Gordon and Monte Ball, right?
That's correct.
Play action. Now it's Brady. This is Michael Floyd. Complete. All the way in. Touchdown. New England. Michael Floyd. 38 yards. And the Pats have taken the early lead.
I think if you pulled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as a wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for the help that time. And now it's 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. The play clock's running down. Here's Manning to throw. Caught. It's Cruz left side. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Completed pass on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down as the defense looks for the stop. Manning going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he's got Will Tye complete. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the 1st.
I feel like Eli Manning has just gone from downfield bomber to a guy who can complete everything.
He can hit him underneath now, can't he?
Yeah, we just saw that there with that pass completion. The maturity of a veteran, taking what the defense will give him.
They They go play action here on first down. Surveying the field. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Seen but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. Now Manning. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Long in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Brad Wing now to punt it away on 4th down. Back deep, Danny Amendola for New England. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with a football here as we begin quarter number 2, but likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. On now is Brad Wing to kick it away for the Giants. Back deep, Danny Amendola. This is brought in at the 21. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Patriots take over. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Just 7 carries, 27 yards for Lewis against Atlanta. But, you know, the good news for him, when he's been active the last 2 years, how about this stat? The Patriots are 17-0. So that's hard to argue against.
So he's got that going for him.
Which is nice.
Which is really nice, especially in contract negotiations.
True.
And he often has a big hand in their game plan. Run it, throw it to him out of the backfield. As a kick returner, remember against Houston in the playoffs, he ran one back 98 yards for a touchdown. But in the Super Bowl, James White became the guy and took a lot of the touches away from him in that game. And the Patriots rode James White all the way to the Super Bowl championship.
Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay. On second down, here's Brady. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Partner, Brady was deserving of the MVP, don't get me wrong, but James White on any other day was probably the MVP. 3 touchdowns and a 2-point conversion.
The number 3 tailback on their depth chart. And so his performance in the game, in a lot of ways, shouldn't surprise us because that's the New England Patriot way. People pop up in big ball games that maybe you didn't expect, and James White did it in the Super Bowl. His ability to catch the ball in the backfield and gain additional yardage as well as run it. And what a game for him. What was that, 2 days after his 25th birthday when he accomplished that? Congratulations to him. Absolutely phenomenal, terrific performance. And you're right, would have been the MVP if it wasn't for Tom Brady.
Beckham, the return.
Oh, come on.
That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with Rashad Jennings. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
We all knew Dante Hightower was a tremendous run-stopping linebacker. What people forgot was even in college, they would use him as a pass rusher in nickel situations, and that really came to pass for the New England Patriots in the Super Bowl against Atlanta when he sacked Matt Ryan and forced a fumble that was recovered by Alan Branch. That may have changed the whole outcome of the game.
I think it was. You can certainly argue in a big-time fashion that without that, I don't know that they win that game.
I'm with you. I think it kick-started their comeback because they needed a takeaway and an empty possession by Atlanta in order to get things initiated.
From the gun on 3rd down, Manning. It's caught. Shepard. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
On 1st and 10, here's Manning. And now the ball comes out. Manning lost it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this.
Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Yeah, you must have seen something I saw.
So they almost turn it over there. Scary moment. 2nd down here. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. Manning to throw on 2nd down. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
If he did, I was going to make a comeback real quick.
3rd down now following the completed pass. Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. Caught. It's close. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. And how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage?
And got his man complete. That one goes for 36 yards.
Today's receivers in the NFL, they're the complete package nowadays. We know they can run, we know they can catch, but they have those big frames now. So oftentimes they just out-physical guys downfield and go up and catch the football. And we saw a big gain as a result on that play.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On first down, Brady. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. Brady to throw on second down. Under pressure, they got him again. Olivier Vernon in there again. My goodness, that is now his 4th sack tonight. And the defense will try and pin their ears back and get pressure again here after the sack. It's third down. Brady now to throw. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Olivier Vernon in there yet again. My goodness, making 5 sacks for him now in this one game alone. Here's Ryan Allen now as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Here's Beckham. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over,
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. And wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
And on a different topic, don't forget, yes, we had the Super Bowl, also had the Madden Bowl leading up to the big game. Eric Berry, 2nd year in a row, won that beating Dak Prescott.
And those guys are really, really competitive in playing those games. So don't think that Eric Berry didn't really enjoy it. But in the, what do they call it, the Madden Major Series?
I call it the non-athlete series.
Well, not athlete, but way more competitive even than the players playing. How about that championship?
Yeah, Chris W. McFarland beating Eric Problem Wright took home his share of almost $250,000. And by the way, online qualifying now open for the Madden Challenge, the 3rd event of the Madden 17 Championship Series. Should be a lot of fun.
We need to start working on our games. I heard that.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A big play there just before halftime. 55 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Again, they'll throw with Manning. And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard from 3 yards out. And the Giants have tied it here, and they can take the lead if they hit the PAT. And that one will give them the lead here as we approach halftime. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. So the Patriots coming out now. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Brady now on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Second down now after the incompletion. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Brady again here on 2nd and 10. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to loft one deep left side here. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his second there.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now. Play clock down to 0, and that's going to be a delay. Let's see, the defense might bring some added pressure as the offense is dealing with a 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Brady. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is fielded at the 27.
Oh, my God.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will change here with very little time remaining until halftime. New York set to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. Manning now on first down, eluding the pressure right. Now he'll go deep down the middle, and that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. One final try now for Manning. He's going to take another shot here. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Wide open, Gronkowski. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play. Brady to Gronkowski. 44 yards. Throwing on first down is Brady. Open man left side is Gronkowski. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. Brady gives now to Blunt. Down to the 25. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And now it's a 3rd and 4 situation for the offense. Here's Brady to throw. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
To the air here after the INT. Jarrell Adams, the tight end, was the target. Partner, well, we have a second. I live in Atlanta, and the day after the Super Bowl, everybody was talking about one thing, the play calling at the end of the game. Should Atlanta have run the football more? What did you take away?
And I do believe you're talking about Atlanta up 28-20. 1st and 10 on the 22-yard line of New England after that nice drive from deep in their own territory. I thought run the football there. 3 points was paramount. Run the football, eat up some clock, don't snap the ball too late in the play clock. Run it and have Matt.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Sterling Shepard, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
They come out here in the eye.
Let's go.
Looking back to the air on second down. It's Brady. Thrown in the middle, and it's incomplete. The former Bill, Chris Hogan, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and react into the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows you to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there. On any pass in the middle of the field, anyone that's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
That's what I like to see, defense.
Here's Ryan Allen now, as he's on to punt for the fourth time tonight.
Goddamn football.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And take it right on the 30. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. New York set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, get into a good roll. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see that sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you think to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
UFC will make download.
Sometimes it's hard to get right. There are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
What?
Marvel, Capcom.
Yeah, that shit looks like 75.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Jennings. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. Dante Hightower on the stop.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. So second down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on third.
Kill me dead.
They run again with Jennings. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. Throwing on first down is Manning. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And they went big on first down. Proves unfruitful. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. 9 yards on the pickup there as he'll be left with 3rd and 1. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding the clock. Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good. But when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And Gould is able to put it through. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. Now a hit and loose football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players.
Oh,
and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
He caught my foot. I ain't do it.
Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. The throw left side complete to Hogan. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
3rd down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They do go for it. It's Brady. Over the middle, that's caught by Hogan. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. It's a gain of 6 on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. And right side caught Hogan. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Fumble that, man.
They come out here in the eye. Now Blunt. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Back now in Foxborough. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter. Defense has to stand tall here. 3rd and 1. Blunt, the lone running back. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now Brady. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Gronkowski's got it on the crossing route. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well. Every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
No, not right now.
Here on 2nd down, it's Brady. Sets up the screen to Lewis. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
From midfield, here's Brady. Backing up. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Damon Harrison in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down.
Pop that.
I was going for it, yes. Not a smart decision
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Brady got to have this one. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. And New York set to take the...
Quitting? There's a whole 5 minutes left in the game. I ain't gonna quit. I ain't gotta go nowhere. This nigga quit. 5 minutes left.